welcome to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. And as you can see, we're broadcasting remote today. We are at the Convention and Visitors Bureau of Greater Lansing, and we're here with Julie Pinkston, who is actually the President and CEO of the Greater Lansing Convention and Visitors Bureau. And you are our spotlight of the month for CAMWA, Capital Area Michigan Works. Julie, let's talk a little bit about the hospitality industry, because I can't think of an industry that got hurt more by COVID. One of the big problems for everyone is talent, probably particularly a problem in the hospitality industry. Tell me about the status. Is it coming back? Will it come back?
All right. Well, thank you, Chris, and thanks for being here today, and welcome, as we are so welcomed behind us in all the languages of the world. So you bring up a great point about our workforce in the hospitality and tourism industry, because upon COVID, everything shut down in hospitality first. And upon things reopening, we were last to open back up. So we lost a lot of our employment through those years. Actually, I think it's the number one category in the economic sectors that is still at the top of every list of still trying to get the workforce back. So the hospitality industry was probably notoriously lower paid in that sector. So we have made adjustments as an industry, and the pay has escalated accordingly to bring people back and get people into the market. But the struggle is still real. We've got a lot of our hotels and our restaurants and our venues, attractions that aren't able to fully open still because they just don't have the staff and they don't have the capability to fully serve guests. We've got a restaurant right next door to our office that they have a cute little 50-person meeting room that they could flex up on the weekends to serve all their guests, but they have not really been able to utilize that yet because, it's going to only be used for private events right now until the workforce supports them being able to accommodate all those guests. So we're definitely leaving things on the table right now as an industry, but we have a lot of plans to continue to try to get moving forward as we can best do that.
It's kind of interesting you say those things, because there's also a major hotel in downtown Lansing that's not opening on time after renovation because of that same staff effect. So tell me a little bit about the current industry and how it's responded to meeting the needs of the current workforce. What sorts of things are they doing to get people back to work?
Well, like everybody during a pandemic, the creativity has been impressive. I always am amazed by how creative people are getting. And I already mentioned, the wage adjustments that have been made in the industry, but there's a lot more unique ideas that were pretty foreign to us as an industry in hospitality. Right now, there's a lot more job sharing going on, which was something that really hadn't been fully explored previously. So that has helped. You can have that capability to do 2 days or 3 days or evenings, weekends, and make it work. We've got, unfortunately, a lot of our managers are now multitasking, so that's how they're making it work right now. And so we've got people wearing all kinds of hats. You've got general managers of full hotels. They're making beds at this moment. So they're really trying to change and shift how the whole operation works and to make it a bit more streamlined, and that's where they're being really creative and how to be more efficient and be more creative that way.
It's interesting because we just came back from a week in La Jolla and found the same thing out there. So it's not just here in Michigan. It is everywhere. So what can be done to grow jobs in this hospitality industry sector for the future?
Well, that's where I'm most excited. And a lot of people look to our organization for the short-term fix, like, how can I get my job out there? How can I get people to apply for it? How can I get someone in the door? And we're looking at the bigger picture and how to really continue now to promote the hospitality industry as a career path. So I have some really exciting conversations happening right now with Capital Area Michigan Works, with the School of Hospitality Business at Michigan State University, which is one of the most prominent schools of hospitality business in the country. So they're going to be a great resource and advocate. Also trying to connect further with Ingham ISD and the schools, the high schools, and how counselors and career paths can be established at that high school level and start to look at culinary as a career path. And hospitality has a all kinds of jobs that you might not think about. I think the stereotype is there's someone at a hotel that's at a front desk, or they're a server, or they're a housekeeper. And so what are some of the other jobs? There's HR, there's marketing, there's connections and sales. So there's all these jobs that maybe people don't understand are part of our industry as well. So we're trying to communicate that as well, and trying to promote the jobs that do exist through our systems coming up in the near future. So a lot of things that lay the groundwork for the future and allow us to then have some ways to promote our industry for a career path that maybe people haven't thought of before.
It's kind of interesting because I hated to bring this up, but I think I have to. When you said number one, that has been number one problem, has been talent on our last several future business indexes. Number two is wage inflation, and that's one of the things we're all going to have to contend with as we move on. But you're doing a great job. You came in at absolutely the wrong time, but you really...
Absolutely the right time.
Well, that's true, too, because it's always an opportunity. Very good. All right. Julie Pinkston, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it. She's the CEO and the grand poobah, so to speak, of the Greater Lansing Convention Visitors Bureau, and she is our VIP of the month by CAMWA, the Capital Area Michigan Works. Thanks, Julie. Keep up the good work.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks for watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. We'll be right back from who knows where.